Hey, it's me. I'm hoping this setup holds today. Sometimes it just slides across the dashboard. But I just left my oncologist's office. On the way back to my car, I entered the parking ramp, the one you see me at frequently, same one. I entered the parking ramp walking to get back to my car, and I heard this little voice saying, I need help. I need help. And I was like, what's happening? I didn't know if somebody was stuck in a car or what was going on. And I saw two men in front of me walking. They'd stopped, they looked back to see what the voice was, and then they turned around and they kept walking. But I kept hearing, I need help, somebody help me, please. And I looked to see where it's coming from, and I see a woman next to a car, like bent over with the passenger side door open next to the car. And I come a little closer to see what's happening, and I realized there's another woman. Come on now, how you pull out in front of me? See? Okay. I realized that she is trying to keep an older woman from falling on the ground. So I go over there. I'm back. This is the first time I've been out of my home for a whole week. I'm ready to go back. People are tripping. Somebody didn't just back out and go. She did something weird, some weird maneuver. I don't know if she wanted, there was somebody coming from this way, so I don't know if she just didn't want me to have the spot, or I have no idea what was going on. But she backed out really weird, drove off in a way that she wasn't supposed to drive off, and ended up with a cone under the front of her car. I just laughed. As I was saying, I put my hand on the woman's back, like to keep her from falling out of the car, and you could just tell, like, her frame was so fragile. Like, it just, any move she made, her bones creaked a little bit. And I'm thinking, okay, no, I'm not picking this woman up under her, like pick her up under her arms and putting her in the car or whatever, because I don't want to break anything. And I couldn't get her into the wheelchair either. So I told her daughter, it turned out, the woman was 96 years old, and her daughter, apparently some sort of a handicapped transport bus brought her for a doctor's appointment, and the daughter picked her up and was going to take her home in the car, and she had never done that before. And so she's like, I don't know why I thought I could get her in this car okay, but the woman had a boot on one leg, like when you get injured, or like one of those soft casts type thing, so she couldn't put weight on that foot, and that foot was outside the car, and then her other leg was twisted inside the car, and she was just trying to hold onto the dashboard. And I told her, I said, you know what, don't worry about holding on. I got you. You're not going to fall. I know you're uncomfortable, but you're not going to fall. I told the daughter, I can't lift her, or I would have hurt myself, because she was heavy, and it was just dead weight, because she couldn't help herself. So all of her weight would have been on me. And I said, I can't lift her. So you might need to call 911. In the meantime, one of the women who worked at the parking structure came over to see what was going on. And I told her, I said, is there anybody who you can grab right now, somebody stronger than I am, to help this lady? So she said, well, let me talk to my boss. And she went in, talked to her boss. It took forever for her boss to come out, and he came out and said, I'm sorry, you got to call 911. We're not supposed to touch anybody, which I understand. I think it's sad that we live in a place where we see a 96-year-old woman getting ready to fall on the concrete and nobody can help her. But I understood why he said that. And I had my own concerns about, I had my purse and the paperwork they gave me when I left the doctor's office. And so when I saw what was going on, I put the paperwork on top of the woman's car and then put my purse on top of that, because black women don't put their purses on the ground. So that was not going to happen. And I was even thinking, I hope something don't happen to this woman's car. And then she's like, well, that lady came over and she scratched the top of my car. You don't know about people, but this is the risk you take. I just couldn't see that woman fall on the ground. The fire department finally arrived. It felt like forever, but it probably was only maybe 5 minutes. and one of the firemen came over first, and he relieved me where I didn't have to hold her. And he asked her if she knew where she was, if she knew her name, if she knew what date it was, and then he said, okay, I'm gonna need a little bit more help, so they're coming right now, don't worry. And two other guys came over, and so when I saw that they had her, low storage. When I saw that they had her, I went away, and the woman thanked me or whatever. But yeah, I was glad she was okay. But I do think it's sad that, even though I understand, I think it's sad that those two guys, they just looked to see what was happening and just kept walking. And then the guy who worked there, he couldn't help. He didn't even call anybody to come and help. We live in a litigious society, so I get it, but it's sad. Let me take a break here because I'm running out of memory, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm waiting to see if security is gonna come and get me. Nope. So I just left my oncologist's office, my medical oncologist. We'll be spending a lot of time together for the next 2 years. I like her. I really like her. She's thorough. She answers my questions, and I do ask a lot of questions. Here, let me show you my book. Wait a minute. I gotta use this hand. This is the book that I write everything in regarding all things cancer related, from the diagnosis to every appointment. I write down questions, all of that. I write down what the doctors tell me. So when I go, wait a minute, what did she say? Did she say, what's my chance of recurrence or whatever? I don't have to even wonder. Just go to the book, and I've written it there. She prescribed a drug called tamoxifen, and I've mentioned that to you before. It's a selective estrogen something modulator. I'll put it up on the screen. I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head what it is. It's SERM. But it is supposed to keep me from getting... This is the security guard. I better go. I'll talk to you later. I promise I'm going to come back and tell you about my doctor's appointment. But right now I'm at the post office, and I'm excited because I bought myself a couple of gifts the evening that I got done with radiation. First I slept, first the guy came to fix my treadmill. Then I slept for a very long time, and then I got online and bought myself some things. So this is one of those things. I bought myself two gifts, and I hope it's here today. All right, bye. Okay, I'm at home now, and I got 2 packages. One of them was the thing that I was hoping would be there, and the other thing is something that I bought some time ago, and I forgot I even bought it. It was a pre-order from a friend of mine. So I'm going to open that one first. This is the package, and this is her business. I Make Faces. Her name is Cami, so I Make is her name spelled backwards, K-A-M-I. Cami Percinthe. And I will put on the screen where you can find her online. But she is a makeup artist. She did, she's a friend of mine from way back. I've known her a long time. I've known her since I was 19. She worked for MAC Cosmetics for a number of years. Oh my goodness, the tissue paper has her I Make Faces. Go Cami, go! And she left and decided to strike out on her own. She did my makeup when I was in New York for BravoCon. I wasn't on YouTube then, so you may not know, but after the State Farm She Shed commercial blew up, a lot of things happened. A lot of opportunities happened. Reggie Corelli and I, and Reggie plays Victor in the commercial. Reggie and I flew to New York. We presented at an award show, and then I was asked to greet people in a she shed at BravoCon, which is Bravo Network's annual conference, which was really, really cool. She did my makeup for all the events that I attended then. It was a full circle moment. I hadn't seen her in so long. I hadn't been to New York. I don't think she's ever been here to LA, and I hadn't seen her in about probably close to 20 years. So it was just wonderful, and we picked up right where we left off. So here it is. I Make Faces. Cami Percinthe, pro makeup artist. All right, so these are the brushes. You're seeing them for the first time as I'm seeing them. They look luxe. Ooh, honey, they got sparklies on them. Here, I'm gonna take one. Oh, and you know what's funny is I am still using, this might be bad. I washed them though. I'm still using the makeup brushes that I bought from her when I was in college. We were both in college. She was selling Mary Kay. I was selling Mary Kay too, but badly. Like I had no business being a Mary Kay woman. I was terrible at it, but she was good at it. And I bought brushes from her, and I'm still using those brushes. I do wash them though. Okay, so this is how they look. Oh, wait a minute. There's a little here. Anyway, it's a little sparkly purple heart. It's so little, I don't know if I can even hold it up and show it to you. See, little sparkly right there. Okay. Anyway, this is how the brushes look. Ooh. Yes, honey, look at that. Look at that. Diamonds, baby. Diamonds up in the house. All right. So, yeah, I am excited about these brushes. I really need another makeup brush, like I need a hole in the head, but I wanted to support her, and I do like makeup brushes. I'm trying to put this paper back on here for now. Keep them nice and new. And they come with a nice quilted case. Oh, these could be my travel brushes. Because my travel brushes suck. They're like little brushes that I just scavenged from here and there, and they're really whack. Oh my goodness. Just put this in here and put it there and put that in my luggage. Shoot. Oh, that's what it is. Here, there's like little purple heart sparklies. Woo! I'm gonna be living with these forever, probably. You know how glitter does. See? Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Cami. Okay. Now the thing that I'm looking for my carpet knife to cut this box open. The thing that I bought last week as a gift to myself, one of the 2 gifts that I bought for myself after finishing radiation, is coming up next. It's in this box. Cut my hand off. All right, I had to stop and erase some stuff off of my memory card, and now I feel like I'm like way up in the camera, but it is what it is. So let me continue and show you what else I got. Do you know what it is? Do you know? Here, I'll just show you this. See that? Come on. I don't know why I like to keep the packaging nice. I save way too many boxes around here. I really do. I got to get rid of a bunch of stuff. It's a GoPro. It's the GoPro Hero 9 Black. And I have not used a GoPro before. Oh, see, they're not going to have you buy it and say, I didn't even open it. You got to rip it open. I see what you're doing, GoPro. But I don't think I want to travel with my big camera that I'm recording on right now. And so I got this one for myself as a little gift. I've been looking at them for a while, and I've seen GoPro footage, and I'm going to use it to record stuff. So I'm excited. I bought a bundle, so I'm supposed to have an extra battery in here. Hold on, I see one battery. Hopefully there's a battery in the camera. And what else do I have? Yeah, extra battery. Right here. Yay! All right, I'm excited. So I think maybe the next video should be recorded on my GoPro, and we'll all see how that looks together. I'm really excited. I like getting gifts in the mail, even if I bought them. So, to tell you what happened at my oncologist's office today, I do have to take the drug, tamoxifen. I had a lot of questions. I took my book in and asked her questions, and I really like her. She's thorough, and she's patient with me, asking all the questions I can think of. I told her my concerns about the risk of uterine cancer with taking this drug. She said that getting uterine cancer is very unlikely, not impossible of course, but very unlikely. And she's seen 2 cases in her whole career, and she said that she's been treating breast cancer patients for a very, very, very long time. Yeah, we just kind of got to see. And she said you don't automatically show up with stage 4 uterine cancer or whatever. So if it happens, there are things along the way to show that your uterus does not like this medication, and it could create a potential problem. She said you don't just wake up one morning and you have uterine cancer. Okay, so she said, told me what to look for if there's an issue. She told me that the main things that I'll have to keep an eye out for. Do you hear those loud birds? They're so loud. The main things that I have to look out for are mood changes. She said some people get really irritable, and I had seen online that some people say that they feel rage. I don't want it. I don't want any part of this. So hopefully I won't. She told me the story of somebody who's been at home during the pandemic with her 3 kids, trying to work, and single mom, making sure her kids get fed, do their homework online and all of that. And she said that she just was about to lose it completely because the medication puts you on edge anyway. I'm really hoping to not have that side effect. She said hot flashes, and from what I've seen online, that's the most common side effect. I've been told that those go away, that'll go away after a few months. I don't know. We'll see. Everything is we'll see. She told me that if I travel, if I'm on a plane or a train or a bus or anything for a long period of time, then to get up and walk the aisles, which I don't do. I rarely even go to the bathroom on airplanes unless it's a really long flight, because I don't want to be in there. But I like a window seat, I curl up and I go to sleep. And she said no, she wants me, I would have to walk so that I don't develop blood clots. What else did she tell me? I don't think we talked about bone pain. I know that's a potential issue too. The pros are that right now I have a 4% chance of the cancer recurring, which is really low. But that's with the tamoxifen, the hormone therapy. If I don't take it, then my risk goes up to between 15 and 17%. So it's a gamble, really. It is. She says she's treated a lot of women successfully with this, and she's up on all the latest studies. And another thing that I'm not thrilled about is that I'm going to have to get off of a medication I take. I take 2 medications for ADHD. which is a whole nother video. I take Strattera and Wellbutrin, and my doctor and my psychiatrist and I have worked to get the right dosages, because at first it was too low, and then it was way too high, and then one drug was making me twitch, and so we. Do y'all hear this? Oh, no, they stopped. Maybe they're talking in response to me. Anyway, we just got the dosages right last month, and I talked to my psychiatrist yesterday morning, and I was like, I'm good. So she ordered, she wrote prescriptions for 90-day supplies. They're already being filled, and now I have to stop. I have to get off of one of them. She told me to wean off, but to talk to my doctor to find out what I can take instead of the Wellbutrin, because Wellbutrin interferes with the absorption, and so basically makes it less effective. My psychiatrist thought that she could just give me a higher dose of the tamoxifen, and she said, no, that's not how it works. The studies have been done with 20 milligrams, and we just keep people on that dose. So I'm gonna have to contact my psychiatrist, put her in contact with my medical oncologist, and they can work this out, because the list of alternate drugs, I've taken most of them. I've had anxiety issues since I was like 19. And I took all the SSRI drugs, and they just don't work well for me. And they have undesirable side effects in themselves. So I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe I have to take a what do you call it? A stimulant type? I don't know if that's the right word for it, but like an Adderall or Ritalin type, one of those. I don't know. It's there will be a lot of changes. A lot of changes ahead. Some of them voluntary, some of them like this, involuntary. But I'm just gonna have to roll with it. That's what life is, really. Things happen and we adjust. We do the best that we can. She told me to make sure to stay on top of working out and eating healthy, because there is a tendency to gain weight when taking this drug, the tamoxifen. I've lost 27 pounds since the beginning of the pandemic, and I needed to lose weight. I still need to lose more. Like, I could stand to lose some more weight, but I wasn't really trying that hard. I think it was the fact that I don't keep junk food here. My junk food is like almonds, usually unsalted, because I know I don't need a bunch of salt, but I don't keep sweet stuff here because I'll eat it. I have a problem with sugar. And I got a treadmill, which, I don't run on it, I walk on it. So I lost about 12 pounds last year, and so I weighed myself yesterday, and I've lost 15 pounds this year. And I don't want to gain it all back. Yeah. So just a lot of changes. All right. I don't want to get down in the dumps. I'm just going to roll with it. Life happens and we adjust, and we're going to see what happens, because maybe it won't be an issue. Maybe it won't. I'm going to do the best that I can. Changing my eating habits. I've already started. I got my treadmill over there, and I walk on it, and we're going to see. All right. Have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you this weekend. And if I don't see you this weekend, I will definitely see you next week. All right, take care. Bye-bye.